So today what I want to talk to you about is my self-development journey. So I wanted to create this video so I can talk to you about the most important lesson that I've learned for the past few years. So I've been into self-development for around 5 years. I started when I was around 25. I've started reading lots of motivational and self-development books. So the purpose of this video is to kind of create like a summary of the most important things that I've learned. So it's kind of like a nice and easy shortcut for you. So let's start. The first lesson I've learned is in order to make changes in your life, you need to change your mindset first. So what I mean by that, for example, me before I started my self-development journey when I was like 25, I wasn't as confident as I am now. Like, for example, 5 years ago, I would never imagine recording this video. I was like not confident enough to do this. I didn't feel comfortable in front of the camera, so I could never imagine myself doing it. So that means I had to read some books about self-development to find out how to overcome this fear, how to overcome this anxiety, to put myself out there. I also had to change my mindset about what other people think about me. Before I cared much more about other people's opinion about myself. So I was like so that's one of the things that kept me away from recording YouTube videos, because I was not very comfortable with the fact that there will be the whole world will be watching me on YouTube, and they will have some sort of opinion about myself. But now I've realized it's just not important. It's the only person who knows yourself the best is just you. So I think it's not important to care about what other people think. So it shouldn't stop you from chasing your dreams. Another example is I wasn't confident enough to start my own business, and I even didn't know how to start. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about business. But before actually starting one, before trying, I had to read lots of books. I had to listen to lots of podcasts as well. I had to watch lots of videos and listen to the people that they've done it before. So I had to learn. I had to change my mindset. I had to gain confidence and overcome the fear and learn how to do it as well. Another important lesson is to don't waste your time with people or your friends that have different values. So from my own experience, I've realized that I was friends with people that they have totally different values than me, totally different goals and dreams and interests, and to be honest, the only reason why I was friends with them because I had nice experiences with them, and I've been friends with them for quite a long time, for a few years at least. So I was kind of feeling guilty to not be friends with them anymore. It felt kind of weird. So I'm not saying you should stop being friends with them, but maybe just reduce it, reduce your time being spent with them. Try to look for new friends. It's very important to surround yourself with people that have the same goals and interests, because it kind of motivates you, and it's very important to have people who understand you as well, because it's really nice to have some support while you follow your dreams. Another important lesson is to remember to take action. I remember from my experience while I was into self-development and I had so many goals and ideas, I was kind of doing this mistake of reading lots of books and listening to podcasts, which I think is important, but I believe it should be a part of your lifestyle, not the main thing you do. There were some times that I kind of wasn't aware that I didn't take the actual action towards my dreams, and sometimes it's very easy to get into this kind of illusion of reading business self-development books or listening to successful people, but not actually doing the thing. And while you're reading these books or you're listening to those podcasts, it kind of feels like you are being productive and you kind of feel good about yourself because you're listening to the important things, but at the same time you're not taking action towards your dreams, so you're kind of procrastinating during that time. So it's really important to be aware of it and to kind of balance it out, to make sure to take action. You can also, of course, you can read books and gain that knowledge because it's important to learn something every day, but it's also very crucial to take action, because if you don't take action, you won't see any results, and to see results, it takes some time as well. So I believe as soon as you start, the better it is. Another thing, I believe like there's this kind of misconception on the internet that in order to be successful, you need to have a morning routine, like you need to be productive in the morning, you have to start your day right, you have to like make your bed, you have to, I don't know, first thing you wake up, like go for a run, take a very cold shower, read a book, do some meditation, stuff like that. And those kind of things that are on the internet, they kind of can make you feel kind of guilty if you don't do this morning routine or if you don't have a morning routine. But to be honest with you, I've tried, and I remember I've been into this journey when I felt so guilty of not having a morning routine. I also kind of felt guilty that I didn't wake up early enough. To be honest with you, I'm not a very morning person. Like I struggle to wake up like super early. I don't mind to wake up like at 8 a.m. or something, that's fine. But like, for example, wake up like 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., that's like, I just don't enjoy it. I don't feel good as well after that. So I've realized that there's no point to force myself to wake up so early, and then I just kind of feel like shit for the most of the day. This, instead of like motivating me to take action, kind of keeps me away from it, because I'm just too tired, I'm having headache, I didn't have enough sleep. So I think like, to have enough sleep is, for me, it's like basic, like it's very crucial to follow your goals as well and follow your dreams. So from my experience, guys, like you don't need a morning routine to take action and work towards your goals. You can just do whatever you want. Like I think the most important is, I really like what Alex Hormozi says. Like he says that you don't need a morning routine. You just, what he does, like as soon as you wake up, you just go to work, like you just work on your dreams. And I think it's really good, like it really makes sense, because if you start your day with your project, with the most important things, which is for you, then it's just easier because you get it done, and then you just feel good because you've done it. And if you have a morning routine, it takes so much time actually to, I don't know, go for a run, go to the gym, have a cold shower, read a book, do some meditation, blah blah blah. Like it's so many things. And then actually after like this whole morning routine, you are like kind of tired, and you feel like I don't feel like doing any work now. So it's like I spend so much time on doing my morning routine, so now I don't really feel like doing anything anymore. So I think it's better, like at least for me, it works for me better, like to wake up and then of course get myself ready beforehand, like maybe the day before. Like for example with the YouTube videos, I always make sure to get myself ready with the scripts, so I know what more or less to talk about. So I get myself ready. So I think it's really important, just wake up, have breakfast, have coffee, and as soon as you can, just get it done. And then after that you can like enjoy the rest of the day, you can relax and just do your own thing. I just find it better, it works better for me. Okay, another lesson, the only way to get better at doing something is actually by doing it. For example, if you want to learn how to drive a car, you wouldn't read so many books about how to drive a car, watch videos about how to drive a car, and then sit behind the wheel and expect yourself to know how to drive, right? So I think most of you know, those who have driving license, that to learn how to drive a car, you actually need to sit behind the wheel and try driving, and that's the best way to learn, and that's the only way to get better at something. The same with YouTube videos. Like comparing my first YouTube video to the ones I'm doing now, like I can see they better. They are not perfect yet, but it's a process, like I'm still learning. So I think like, yeah, that's the best way to learn, like just actually by doing something. The same with business, like to learn how to run a business, how to grow a business is by doing it, not reading about it. Of course, you can start by reading and get some knowledge, to get some confidence and stuff, but at the same time, you shouldn't be only reading and then expect yourself to be great at it. Another lesson, you are going to fail. And not only once, you're gonna to fail a few times, a few good times. I did fail a lot as well, and of course it was disappointing. It wasn't the way I expected it to be. Sometimes with your dreams or your projects, you have to take some turns. You have to change some little things, or maybe you have to change the whole thing in order to succeed. So you have to remember that it's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. The only reason you do these mistakes and you fail is for you to learn something from it. So you need to have some kind of like a positive perspective on that. Another lesson, it's better to be lonely than being surrounded by people that keep you away from your dreams. As I said before, sometimes we have those friends that we've met a few years ago, or like many years ago, and when we've met them, we were kind of like a different version of ourselves, and now we kind of like grew. We've been into this self-development journey, so we had lots of growth, lots of experience, and their values can be a bit different than yours, for example. So it's important to not surround yourself with those people who keep you away from your dreams. So for example, there can be like your friends who still like to go out, who like to party, who like to drink or take drugs or whatever that is, and you know that by doing these things with them, it's not gonna get you closer to your dreams, it's gonna get you further from it. So I think it's important to remember to stay away from those people and just find some new friends that kind of align with your values and your goals as well. So it's just gets easier this way. Start as soon as you can, because I believe every project takes so much time. It's such a long journey. It's like few years journey to see some results and to succeed. So I think, and also sometimes you have to make some turns, like for example you have this business idea and then you try it and then you realize it just doesn't work out, or the idea maybe wasn't as good as you thought it would be. So I think it's so much better to start as early as you can to take the action, because I think it's important to be on the learning journey as soon as you can, because to actually succeed it takes a huge amount of time, and everything is a long process. So I feel like, yeah, like I also kind of like regret that I haven't started my YouTube channel earlier than I did, because then I know that if I started earlier, I would be much further in my journey as well. So I recommend you to start as soon as you can. And yeah, as I also mentioned before, things will not always turn out the way you want it to be. So as I said, like sometimes you have this great business idea and you feel so positive and excited about it, but then you realize that okay, like that's something you want to do and you think it's great, but then you realize that maybe there's not so much of a demand in the market for it, or maybe you live in a place that people don't really actually need the service, or they don't want it, it's not really in demand, it's not very popular. So it's okay, like it's okay to try those ideas out as well. I really like what again Alex Hormozi says. What he says is that your first business is not for you to succeed, it's for you to learn, to get better at it. So I think it's really true based on my experience, at least. Yeah, my first business idea didn't turn out the way I wanted to be, and then I actually realized that it's just not the best. It's not really worth it to do it. So there's so many different ideas that are better for me to pursue, and they have much more potential. So you have to remember that yeah, things not always turn out the way you want it to be, and that's okay. It's just the part of your journey to learn and gain experience. Another thing, don't let other people to stop believing in yourself. Very important as well. So as I said before, sometimes we worry too much about others people's opinions, and that's what keep us away from following our dreams and goals. And also there are times that you do your thing and people, even your friends sometimes, like they are not very supportive, like what they say, they make those nasty comments or they just laugh at you. And yeah, so it's like, it's so important to, even if you hear those things, just believe in yourself, believe in the things you do. And yeah, just don't let other people to stop you, because one of the reasons why they do it is just maybe because they just jealous, or maybe they want to do it as well but they don't have enough confidence to do it. So yeah, just remember, just stick to your plan and just follow your goals and dreams. The last tip, you don't need to be motivated to take action. Oh, surprise, surprise. So I feel like we always kind of wait and procrastinate, and we wait for those moments or those days when we feel like the most motivated to take action. From my experience, I know that it's a mistake, because motivation, you cannot really rely on motivation, because motivation comes and goes. It's something that is not there every day. We don't feel motivated every day, unfortunately. It would be great if we did, but unfortunately we don't. So don't rely on it. Do take the action, despite if you don't feel motivated, or you do, because or even like when you feel motivated, try to take as much action as you can, like take advantage of those moments. But in the moments when you don't feel motivated, you need to learn how to be self-disciplined enough, like you need to remember to be disciplined. So yeah, like there are many moments in my life that I know I should record a YouTube video, but I just don't feel like it. But I still do, because I promised myself to do it, and I know that I should record a new video, because it's been like a while since I posted this previous one. So I know it's time for me now to record it. So even if I don't feel like it, I try to be self-disciplined enough to still do it, even if I don't feel any sort of motivation that particular day. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all my tips, my most important lessons that I've learned for the last 5 years in my self-development journey. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something new. And yeah, let me know in comments which one was your favorite. And yeah, all the best. Thank you, guys.